Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Afe and today we'll be talking about gap year. So let's get right into it. So when it comes to gap years, people are wary about taking it or aren't really familiar with what it entails. So gap year is basically a period between, let's say, high school to college or college to grad school program or whatever the case may be. Some people take gap years in between their programs. So in undergrad, there are people that take years off to either be certain about the program that they're in or to work and save. So for me personally, I initially knew I was going to take a gap year in college because I hadn't prepared for the LSAT. I hadn't even thought about preparing my application materials. So a gap year was just the logical next step. So I took my gap year initially intending to be from May 2017 up until the next year, so just a year-long gap year. But as life will have it, I am here 2 years later and I'll be starting in August of this year. So what did I do during my gap year? I studied for the LSAT, I took the LSAT, I volunteered, I started a YouTube channel, and I feel like I just confirmed the idea that law school was the next step for me, because a lot of people jump into this idea of, oh, I just need to do something right after college because I just have to. Society just makes you think that you don't need, there's no time for breaks and anything of that sort. But taking a gap year can be necessary because college in and of itself is hard, and just being able to step away from that experience and sort of reflect on what that was like for you and see where next you would like to be and what that looks like. And you need to have a game plan because I mean, sometimes life happens and you just don't end up going back to school. But if it's something that you are really interested in, down the line, you will see that you will come back there. People who step away from college 20 years, 30 years, and are able to come back to law school. And so if the fear of not coming back is a thing, I think you should evaluate why that is, why that concerns you. It's okay to take as much time as you need because law school is hard and you just want to be in the best mental state. And I think for me that was key because even though I didn't intentionally take the gap year for my mental state, it was an added benefit because I know now that if I had gone to law school last year, I would not be prepared at all. I just won't be in the right state of mind. But now I feel a lot more comfortable, I feel a lot more confident, and I feel like I have been confirmed that this is something that I want to do because during my gap year, I took the time out for myself to really explore this idea of law school by volunteering at a legal organization and sort of connecting with lawyers and people in the legal field about their experience and what it really means to be working in the legal field. Because during my undergrad, I never had any contact with anybody in the legal field. I didn't have any experience, no internships, no volunteer work. And so this time was a time for me to figure out what exactly in law school I wanted to do and what I really wanted out of my legal education. And so now going into law school, I kind of have an idea of how I would like to fulfill, how I would like to spend my 3 years in law school and what I would love to gain at the end of it all. During my gap year though, I did do a lot of different things outside of volunteering. I did prepare for the LSAT and take the LSAT. So as I had mentioned, I sort of studied for the LSAT full time, and that did take up a lot of my time. Is it the best thing to do? Is that the best choice to take? Not so much, because as I've mentioned before, the importance of mental health and this exam can just be very consuming. But it helped me to actually focus on just the LSAT rather than thinking about, oh, I need to maintain my GPA, I need to also do all these other activities and also work on my application and also take the LSAT. So it was just a time to be able to sort of minimize the amount of work I needed to do in order to apply for law school. When it also comes to taking the gap year, I've seen a lot of people concerned about the age, and as I mentioned a couple minutes ago, that age is just a number. Whenever you are personally ready to go, you should make that decision for yourself, because law school is hard. You want to go when you're ready. It's an investment. You don't want to waste that time. You don't want to waste the money that will be spent when you could be doing something else with your life. And honestly, if there is any inkling that or any thought in your mind about taking a gap year, honestly, I feel like you will gain much out of it, because at the end of the day, taking a gap year makes you a better person and also a better applicant at the end, because you have a stronger and grounded reason for going to law school, and you have a stronger grasp of your values. Not saying that if you don't take a gap year, you don't have any of these things, but for me personally, in my position, I felt that I knew exactly what I wanted, and I just had a better sense of how to approach that. And if you're really considering taking a gap year and you're kind of lost about what to do, and let's say you're done taking the LSAT, you're just chilling, I think it's best to explore your interest, whatever that might be for you. It doesn't have to be anything law related, even though I've heard that that might be something that kind of looks good and also helps you in the end, because you're certain about this, about what you want. So if you're someone who doesn't really know what they want, that's also fine. Some people tend to volunteer at nonprofits. Some people work at law firms as paralegals, or some clerk or legal assistant. You can find a lot of those on LinkedIn if you search for entry-level positions. Some people travel, because once again, you won't really have that time once you get into law school to travel freely. Like, this is really your only free time, so do with it as you wish. Some people try to learn new languages. I tried. I started using Duolingo to pick up on my Italian that I had lost a couple years ago, and also try to learn Spanish. That is not exactly going well, because I haven't picked it up in months, but it's still an option for people. And I think it's also helpful, because being able to expose yourself to all these other activities outside of preparing for your application makes you a well-rounded individual, because when you have all these networking events and things, like, you have stuff to talk about, rather than, oh, I just studied for the LSAT and prepared my applications. It makes you a better person altogether. So that is all I can really think about when it comes to taking a gap year. Once again, I'll reiterate that if this is something you're slightly interested in doing, take it, because you'll be so much better for it. You will be more relaxed, more focused, more grounded, and you have a better sense of what you want to do, why you want to go to law school, and how you want to use your law degree. And so if you have any questions, feel free if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, or you can message me on Twitter, or you can email me. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.